Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I just have a really quick update and nothing too extreme, but I developed myself a new tool and also have reworked the line of sight system. Previously I was using the BattleTech or a variation of the BattleTech line of sight rules, which was a lot of math and logic. And I decided it was kind of a stupid option to go with. So instead, um, I now actually use 2 points in space and a collision box for the system. So essentially, what I'm doing now is I'm simply shooting two rays or a ray from each point to all other points on the map and finding out if the ray collides with anything. And if it does, so it shoots from that point, and if it's being shot to this point, to this hex, then it's shot to that point, because it needs to be looking at an angle, otherwise it doesn't turn out right. So to give you some idea here, I actually have reworked the line of sight for this map, but one of the benefits is I created this tool which allows me to test the line of sight in the editor. So for those of you who have been playing and have noticed line of sight issues, like you think you should be able to see something, and you get down and look at it, or you're just not seeing into a hex that you believe you should be able to see into, shoot a screenshot of it at a high angle if you can, and draw it out, post the picture. I can actually select any one of these and go test and see what it's looking like. And because of the new raycast system versus the logic-based line of sight system, I can actually make minor adjustments very quickly to be able to get uh, a decent line of sight system in place. Um, there's also been a massive call for sensors, and we're going to be discussing sensors and all sorts of things here tomorrow. Um, I will be posting up some of the results of our meetings, but I was thinking about streaming the meetings, but then I realized we're going to be talking about some sensitive information, including anti-cheat and things like that. We don't want that sort of information getting spread around within the community to try and, figure out workarounds for things like that. And also, I'd like to be able to surprise you guys with some of the ideas we've had about how to make this game more interesting and not just a direct copy of games you've played before. So, but the idea for the sensors right now, in my opinion, is a radius of uh, of revealed hexes, depending on the power of the sensor suite. And then obviously line of sight is still going to affect things when it comes to taking shots. So you're not going to be able to shoot anything that you see with the sensor system, but anything outside of that sensor coverage. So let's go test the line of sight here. So let's say you have a sensor radius of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would mean that you'd have this huge uh, hexagonal section that you'd be able to see, but anything past that sensor range would then be line of sight. And that's actually easy enough to do code-wise, and that's what I'm going to be pitching to the team tomorrow for how to handle sensors. And then we have a whole suite of other ideas that I can't wait to share with you guys. But we actually have 43 topics that we have to try and cover in less than 8 hours. So we are going to have our work cut out for us. But as always, guys, I'm going to be available. Well, I'll be available most of the day tomorrow, but Responding to those messages is going to be few and far between if you decide to message me. Otherwise, I'll try and get another video out sometime within the next week. One of the big things is I'm actually working on AI. Um, for the capability of having single player matches, because I know a few of you have been playing and have had a difficult time finding people to play against. And I'd love for you guys to be able to play more and to test more features of the game without having to worry about finding an opponent. So, testing the AI would be huge because the AI plays such a huge part in this game. Um, so, like I said, as always, get in touch with me via Discord or Facebook. Um, be sure to check out our the Patreon. We're also doing a big drawing here at the end of the month, and every month of this year, we're going to be giving away a secret mech, one that we're only revealing the stats about to the winner. Um, it's up to them whether they want to share it, but it's one feather in their cap that they can keep and show, all the pictures of the mech and the name of the mech, but I'm just saying it's going to be one powerful mech, one likely more powerful than even the Uber mechs that we're pumping out with Fang and everybody. Um, but it's going to be one of a kind. Each one of these is going to be a one of a kind mech, possibly more powerful than what's technically allowed, but we'll put in some special features to allow them to exist in the world. On top of that, it doesn't go to the top payer. In fact, the mechs of the month go to anyone at random who's a patron, all the way down to the lowest level of patron on Patreon. So if you're not a patron yet and you want to get involved and get a chance of winning one of the best mechs in the game, that no one else will have, definitely get in before the end of the month, because we don't want you missing out on any of these. So, you guys have a good one, and I will catch you later.